Hi guys, as promised, I'm back for once. So let's go to India and let me show you what I did on my first day. So if you're an Indian, then you know what this will relive some memories, and if you're not, then you can see what it's like when an Indian goes back to India, when you have family there, or when you have lived experiences there. What are the things that you look for? They're not necessarily always monuments, they're just the simple things, the everyday life and being a part of it. Hi guys, so these are day one activities when I went to visit my parents. So come and take a look as to what we did. Good morning folks, this is my chai, my first chai at home for breakfast. I took a sip, it definitely hits different here, much better. I'm going to have it with some homemade dosas and some yummy fermented idlis. This is such a great breakfast. Oh my god, the South Indian breakfast is just to die for, in my opinion. I've understood and realized the value of it only recently. And this is at a restaurant, not at home, but vadas, crispy vadas with chutney. Everything is so flavorful. And also filter coffee in South India is so good. I think we've been drinking coffee forever, haven't we? Because I believe it's originated in Ethiopia, coffee beans, and then we're just a straight shot down to Kerala. So I'm sure with all the trade, we've been enjoying it for a while. When in Rome, folks, when in Rome. So I bought this Indian outfit the last time I came. So it's going to come handy this time. So every overseas Indian loves Fab India because it's a nice one-stop shop. In fact, even my friends who live in India will buy me gifts and give it to me from Fab India. My mother says sometimes the material, it'll bleed a little bit when you wash it, but for me it's fine. I get my everyday stuff from here. They have shoes, they have all kinds of knickknacks. I buy a lot of gifts from here too to bring back, so that's nice. So this is a good place to go, and it's all over India. You can shop anywhere you go, you just ask for Fab India. So that's my salwar kameez, and then my shoes, guys. These are Crocs that I bought from Los Angeles when I went to visit my son, and I think I'm turning into a Crocs fan for whatever reason. And you will see towards the end of this video how these are better, even better than I expected. Okay, so we're ready to go, and as I stood out here, I realized that in my home tour parents' house tour thing, I didn't show you this lovely mango tree that they planted. That's Alfonso mango. They planted in front of their house, and they harvest every year, and I bring back a ton of mango pickle every year from there, and it is so good, my mother's mango pickle. Okay, first things first, people, sustenance. So my parents and their siblings, they take food very seriously. So fresh fruit, produce, all of that. And I do think all of my parents and their friends and family, it is a sort of a blue zone over here because they eat a lot of fish, a lot of vegetables in their diet, and they're very particular about the quality. So that's what I'm doing here with them, and I think that is the secret to their good health, their cheerfulness, their positivity. So fresh food, getting it fresh, cooking it themselves, and having so much variety. So I am doing what they do. First thing we're here is to look for good food, good fresh ingredients to cook with. Also, of course, a lot of prepared foods here now. So that's easily available. That used to not be the case when I was growing up. But and we got a couple dishes. My parents got some vegetable dishes once to sort of just kind of supplement the food that they had cooked. And I thought it also had a nice homemade quality to it, which for me is hard to get that kind of quality and taste in Indian food here in the US. And then these are some snacks. So this we always got. So that was always available. Lots of good snacks to go with tea. Believe it or not, it's already tea break for us, and we just started. So that's the thing. The India, the cups are so small that you can easily put away 3 or 4 cups a day, no problem. Okay, now I'm getting a tour around town to see all the new places that have come up and also to get nostalgic seeing some of the older places. Oh, they moved here. So this is the restaurant area now. Alle? Okay. Oh, and that's Anne's. I've been told by a friend of mine to bring cake from here for her because apparently they have the best Christmas cakes in the world.
Whole crowd, youngsters. You see the whole road full of youngsters.
Oh, and look, a new Starbucks. Heads up for tails. I was really pleasantly surprised to see a lot of dog grooming areas. When we first moved here about 25 years ago, there weren't a lot of people, and I think we were the only people with a pet dog that actually lived and slept and ate with us. Because mostly people just use them as guard dogs, but it's nice to see all these grooming places now. So after seeing all the latest offerings that the city had to offer, and that came about in my absence, it was time to go home and eat a simple home-cooked Kerala meal, which is gluten-free, very gut-friendly. So there's rice, yogurt, and this I believe is plantain, some kind of a green banana, again excellent for digestion, and sardine curry, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, some green beans over there. So yeah, this is the blue zone diet, guys. This is the Mediterranean equivalent here. I'm not sure if this is part of the self-proclaimed blue zone activity, but I'm taking a nap, folks. I'm taking a nap. The cool breeze from the fan, just too tempting. Nice siesta, and as you know, we've all been working so hard, just eating, shopping, making a nap. We needed some tea, so now we are refreshed and we go to the fish market. This time my parents introduced me to their latest favorite fish, which is kalanji or barramundi, and I was so excited. I found it in Whole Foods here and then also at Costco, but of course they're not cut up like nice steak pieces as you can have them like freshly cut in India. These are just fillets that I get here, but ideally I would like it to be cleaned and cut up into lovely steak pieces that I can use as for frying or to make into a curry. But that's what I enjoy here in India, to have it done exactly the way I'd like it. So we bought that and also some prawns where they will freshly devein it for you. So it's peeled, deveined with tail on if you'd like. Not in packets, you get them done freshly here. And this is also, we were told, is the catch of the day. Oh, and I wanted to tell you about my Crocs, right? So, unbeknownst to me, there was another advantage because if you're walking where it's rainy, it's moist, it's wet, the heel is perfect. It keeps you above all of that moisture and dirt. So, I'm loving my Crocs. Okay, so now those prawns we bought, we're going to make them fresh. We're going to make it for dinner, folks. So here's shallots, ginger, garlic. We're adding green chilies to it, and then we'll also add some curry leaves. These are from the backyard, and then just saute it. Now this is not a proper recipe, but this is just to give you an idea. So don't look in the description for the recipe. And this is coriander powder. So I think my mom's putting about 2 teaspoons of that in there, and she will toast it again. There is some chili pepper, and this is almost, Keralites also have their own version of the Kashmiri chili, which is very colorful, but it's not as hot. So this is similar to that. Piriyam molaga, I think, is what my mom calls it. Then some turmeric, so there is that turmeric goodness as well, and then you add water to this and let it simmer so that it becomes like a nice little gravy. And here the prawns are nicely washed. So the fisherman gave us a good tip. He said that if you want the pieces to stay straight and long and not lose its shape, then what you want to do is blanch it in water for a little bit, or steam it and then fry or do whatever you need to do. So in this case we had cut them up, so it didn't matter. Salt is added and then we'll add the shrimp to this. So you're squeezing it out, squeezing the water out. Excess water is being taken out. How many minutes do you have to cook it before adding the coconut paste? 10 minutes. On medium high. And here guys, we have some fresh coconut just grated right now, and then that's the mango from the front yard. So this is raw mango, which will give a sour flavor. So we're going to blend that with a little water and pour it into the prawn. And then we just let it simmer for a bit. We also added a little extra tamarind because it wasn't sour enough. So there's your prawn curry, folks. So guys, if you like the video, you know what to do. Give it a like and subscribe and comment. And I will be back with more. Until then, bye.